Hey, it's Sheldon with TigerTough here. Right now I'm going to show you how to put the seat covers on the rear seats of this Toyota Tundra double cab. Let's do it. The very first thing we're going to do before we start putting the covers on is take off all the headrests. And to do that, there's two little buttons up underneath here. You just push them both in, and then the headrest goes up to where it can tip forward. Tip it forward, and it pops right out. The center headrest is a little bit different. That one just pulls straight up and it's only got one button. Press that in and it pops right out. So we're going to start by putting the seat back cover on. To do that, we're just going to pull the release so it tips forward, and then we'll start throwing the cover on. First thing we're going to do to put the cover on is turn it part of the way inside out. This makes it a lot easier to get it down over top of the seat back. So now when I'm pulling it down, I'm just kind of twisting the cover back and forth, making sure I get all the seams in the cover to line up with the seams in the seat. Now that I've done that, I'll just go ahead and roll the cover all the way down over the seat. Now before we get any further, let's take care of these holes along the top. So first up, we're going to pull the release strap through. And then with both the headrest holes, what you're going to do is get the cover worked around one corner of the plastic trim, and then just work it around like that. That way the cover tucks underneath the trim, looks neat and tidy. There we go. Now this front flap is going to get pushed between the seat back and the seat bottom, and then we'll fasten it up around the back. I like to push it through with one hand and catch it with the other hand. That way nothing gets bunched up in the back. Okay, now don't just set it on there like that. That'll work, but it's not going to give you the best fit. The best fit is going to be if you just take this down and just give it a good tug, so everything is really, really tight. And then put it on there like that. And that's the back. Now let's do the bottom. So this is going to be pretty much the same drill as before. I'm going to fold the bottom up. That's really sticky Velcro. Now, fold it inside out, right over the bottom. See, just by twisting it back and forth like that, you get all the seams to settle in right where they're supposed to go, and you get that nice, perfect fit. So I'm just tucking the flap down here. It goes between the back and bottom, underneath of the car seat latches. And now, just like on the back, we'll pull that as tight as we can get it, and stick it up here. The last piece to fasten is this flap right here, and this is what keeps the outside edge of your cover nice and tight. So just pull that tight, fold it around. There we go. Let's do the driver's side. To put the cover on the driver's side, it's the exact same process as the passenger side, just a lot bigger. So hold it forward. The only difference you're going to run into is the seat belt. And I'm going to show you how to take care of that right now. When you're putting the cover on, just pick the seat belt up and shove the cover through there. Now we're going to put the bottom cover on the driver's side. It's the exact same as the other side, just a lot bigger. To make sure you've got it the right side up, the rough or hook Velcro will be on the top side, and the softer loop Velcro goes on the bottom. I've already got this turned a little ways inside out, and we're just going to hook it over the seat. just so it stays there. And now I'll flip the seat up, and we'll just start working it down over the seat. All right, with the whole seat covered now, this just tucks down in between there like before. Now we're just going to pull these as tight as you can and fasten them up here. And the tighter you pull them, the better your cover's going to look. Last up, to make this outside edge look nice, we'll just pull this down around here and fasten it. The two outside headrests are a lot easier to cover when they're mounted to the seat. So we'll put them back on, and when you put them back on, this curved side right here goes to the back of the cab. So we just slide them in, tip them up, slide them down. And then to cover them, you just put the cover over top with this long flap hanging down the front. Slide them down. And I just tip them forward. Pull your flap tight, tuck it up in there, put that Velcro over top. Whammo! Now, this funny shaped center one, it's going to be a lot easier to cover this one when it's not installed yet. So we're going to take the cover like this, and then up in here where there's the hook Velcro, this long portion just slides right in there. Like that. And then just pull the cover up and over. One nifty little headrest pocket. There we are.